Marketers of content and creatives of agency, I've got a way to write your interview questions while also outlining your edit on paper, while also giving your client more of a say in the process. Ooh, it's gonna be a good one. Let's chop it up. Chop it. Anyone who's ever worked on a video interview at some point has delivered a rough cut that they were super proud of and happy with, only to learn a ton of things from the 3 pages of notes that they got back from the client side that they needed to know before they shot. Sound familiar? If it does, it's just how it goes. But in my experience, it is avoidable. Unlocking this sometimes tricky dynamic comes down to tweaking your approach to writing interview questions. 5 steps for you to noodle around with. Step 1. Outline your story arc as if you're having a narrator read it. Just pretend you're not doing an interview video for a second and try to get a good sequence together that you feel is a good representation of where it ought to go. Step 2, build that outline out in terms of its plot points. Give them scene numbers, and basically you're answering 2 questions here. What do we have to have in the edit, and what's the best order for it to go in? When you get that where you want it, stand up and walk away. For 5 minutes, for a day, just put some space between you and that outline. When you get back to it, matchmake your interview subjects with the plot points you came up with, adding any details along the way that you think are important. Step 4, you are now ready to write your interview questions. Go ahead, go write them. The final step in this process is to write out some ideal responses, purely as a way to get your client to respond to some of the answers that you think may happen. Worth mentioning, step 5 is the point of this exercise, just to have that conversation. You are doing it before the edit, you are doing it before the production day, and you're hopefully getting in tune with where things may go in an intentional and fun way. It's so much fun. This is so much fun, y'all. And look, even if your interview script gets Charbucks double roasted by the client, you've only burned a few hours of prep, and you most definitely have a better idea of what needs to happen on the production day. The quiet part out loud here is don't let your client write your interview questions for you. That'll do, so click on through. I would love to hear any of your experiences in being more buttoned up in interview planning and execution, so send them my way.